All right, are the shoes you're wearing causing you foot pain? We're looking at popular types of summer shoes for women and what we're choosing that's wrong. Megan Herbert is the assistant facility manager at Athletico Physical Therapy. Thank you for being here, Megan.
Thanks for having me.
So what might be obvious is that heels aren't the greatest.
Yes.
They not only can cause you foot pain, but also back pain as well in the long term.
Everything. They start from the floor, they hit your ankle, they can go to your knees, right up the chain. What we want to look at, though, is how you can get away with wearing heels because we can't avoid them. You got crazy brides, you got weddings, you got work, all of that kind of stuff.
You've got to wear the heels.
Yeah.
So our model, Anna, is wearing a pair that is very cute, but just looks like a little painful.
Yeah, so things you want to avoid. First and foremost, you can look at her toes and you can see how they're being jammed into those pointy toe box.
There's some stress on those toes.
Yeah. You always want to look for a rounded toe. That's going to be the easiest on your feet. Avoid injuries like nerve injuries and stuff like that in your toes. Also, the height of the heel. It's pretty bad for you.
How high is that?
So I would say that's about a 3+ inch heel.
And I've seen heels that are even higher than that. And that's just...
Exactly. Right. What you want to look for is, if you look on the table, these are a 2-inch heel.
Okay.
2 inches is going to be the best. When you wear a 2-inch heel, shocking fact, about 50% of the weight of your body goes through the ball of your foot. When you increase that by just 1 inch, it gets up to about 75% of your body weight.
Wow.
Yeah, something
That's
you don't really
like
want.
a staggering bit of information. So these have just a 2-inch heel.
2-inch heel.
You still get the look of being lifted off the ground.
Exactly.
Rounded toe. A rounded toe. And is there anything going on in here that's better?
Yeah, so you want to typically look for a leather sole because your feet don't slip as much, or where it has the nice support in both the arch and the ball of your foot for you.
All right, now let's move on to sandals. Summer staple, flip-flops.
I know,
We've been saying this. Everybody has to know, how are flip-flops bad for you?
Well, first thing you notice is most of the flip-flops we wear, you can wring out kind of like a washcloth.
Yeah, that's the point.
So you have absolutely no support on your foot. That's not good for your feet.
I mean, I never thought of that, but I have those flip-flops that Anna's wearing.
So do most of us. The other problem is when you wear a flip-flop, your toes actually scrunch to keep the shoe on your foot, and you run a risk of getting injuries like plantar fasciitis, things that are tightening and cramping of the tissues on the bottom of your foot, and it's not fun. It really hurts.
Oh, so these are better options for your flip-flops.
Yep, these are better options. What you notice is there's an arch support for the center of your foot.
Okay, yeah, it goes up
right
a little
in there.
bit.
The sole's a little firmer. And then you also have a back sling to the shoe to keep it on. So that takes a lot of the stress out of your foot.
But you lose the ability to just like slip your foot in and go.
Well, and if you keep slipping your foot in the shoe and you wear those and your feet hurt, then you can come see one of us at Athletico for an injury screen and we'll help you there.
Okay, I'm resistant to giving up my flip-flops, but these are actually a cute option for that, and it's more of a sandal look.
Yeah, it'll keep your feet better.
All right, finally, flats. There's a problem with flats? I always thought flats were good.
It's a very similar concept to flip-flops. If you get the ballet slippers or the ballet flats that have no support in them, your arch can collapse. It hits your ankle, your knee, and your hips. So you just always want to make sure, just like the flip-flops, that you have a nice arch support or that you get some kind of insert to support your foot.
And here's the insert. Okay, we've got to leave it there, Megan. Thank you for this life-changing information. Athletico offers free injury screening at all local locations in Illinois, Milwaukee, Northwest Indiana. For more information, just visit athletico.com. And for a link, or if you missed anything, you can just rewatch the segment on WGNTV.com/midday.
Thank you.
Thank you.